In the early 1970s, the feminist artist group Guerrilla Girls pointedly asked, "Do women have to be naked to get into the Met?" For too many years, a woman's place in the museum was as the subject matter, not the protagonist. Much of what was written in art history books excluded female artists and refused to take them seriously. But women have been creating art for as long as humans have inhabited the planet. By the 20th century, the burgeoning of feminist activism brought with it a reclamation of our accomplishments and a demand to be seen and heard. Finally, the rich history of women artists could be told. For WHAM, Women's History Artists Month, we are celebrating the creative accomplishments of women. We have included a range of women artists who are as diverse as their offerings. Among them, you will see dancers, musicians, painters, doll makers, and collage artists. Sit back and enjoy their many gifts.
Dance is a powerful voice. Dance is artistic expression. Dance activates the pathways between the mind and body, between the body and soul. When people dance, they discover so much about themselves. Ballet Beyond NYC exists so that any child with a passion for dance can access the tools, technique, and support to express what she feels deep within.
I'm the Fairy of Reason. I am the Fairy of Honesty. The Fairy of Justice.
Blue and clear water coming out of the earth. If I travel with you, where will we arrive?
I am a very emotional abstract painter, and most times my paintings just evolve. It is then that I see what is actually happening in my life coming out onto the canvas. Finding Your Own Way was an abstract emotional response to my kids leaving home. The figure is facing the dark space of the unknown that lies ahead. Walking the Line came about because I was feeling constricted in my life and couldn't step outside of my comfort zone. Do You See Me is an abstract image of a dark figure without any features that represents all women who feel invisible in their lives.
Water moist the earth. Water gives abundant harvest. Water becomes my sweat and tears. Water gives lives to all creatures. Nice, cold and clear water I scoop into my mouth. Where did you come from? To heal my heart. 雨が降る。その雨のひとしずくは静かに森に降る。木々を潤し、地面を潤し、そのしずくは地下へと染み込んでいく。木の根っこのそばを通り、クリスタルケーブを通り、少しずつ清らかに清らかになりながら、何年もかけて、やがてまた地表に湧き。
Some say home is where the heart is. Others have said home is wherever I rest my head. Most would agree, the head and the heart, even though physically close, couldn't be further apart than the stars that shine on all the different kinds of roads we're traveling home on. I believe it's all connected, the head and the heart and the rest of it. The star is the needle, the light, the thread. Use that to patch up your heart again. Make it as good as new. Make it as nothing wrong if you don't belong. Everyone feels that way sometimes. I spend my lifetime, I've made it a habit of staying on the outside. Now why should I quit? That's just your way of hiding. You say you know, 'cause you see yourself in me. I believe it's all connected. We end up right back where we started. The moon is the bow, the light, the arrow. Follow it as far as your heart dares to go. Make it as good as new. Make it as good as new.
Can We Come Out Now is a mixed media piece. The piece began as a tree rubbing done in Central Park that slowly evolved into a collage with layer upon layer of acrylic paint, tree bark, torn paper, painted paper, more acrylic. I began removing layers until the two figures appeared as you see them now. At last I knew what I wanted to say.
In researching Harriet Tubman, I was amazed by her bravery, strength, and fortitude. It is hard to overstate her courage. Nancy Pelosi was the most powerful woman in the U.S. government at the time this painting was made. She has also worked hard to increase women's numbers within the House of Representatives. Kamala Harris is now the highest-ranking woman in U.S. government history. As she says, "I may be the first, but I won't be the last."
In undocumented, the words are partially ripped off after the painting is completed. In indebted, the words are illuminated, blinding and partially dissolving the image of the graduate. In expendable, they are embossed vertically under the spine of the back of the head.
A Brooklyn sisterhood of Black women was formed as a support network called Olori Sisterhood. It became a political force that's said by its co-founder, Glinda C. Carr. The sisterhood was born a decade ago by a group of women who have grown sick of being excluded from politics. Homage to Cardin. Fashion is my happy place, and seeing Pierre Cardin's obituary in the New York Times inspired this painting. Lopez Gomez, a 29-year-old French ballet dancer, joined the Staats Ballet Berlin. She was told by the ballet master to use body makeup to lighten her skin for Swan Lake and Giselle. She said, "I never look white." The ballet master said she would have to put on more skin whitener than the other girls. Jobs are hard to get, and she didn't want to lose this one. The Dutch National, Paris Opera, and the Royal have stopped these practices.